Okay, so I'm sure we've all probably heard the popular theory on TikTok or Instagram, wherever you may have heard this from, among the newer generations, especially the millennials. So blue hairs and broccoli tops, listen up, this one's for you guys. So the theory is that when baby boomers pass, homes will just suddenly flood the market and prices will crash, and you could just be able to get homes on penny on the dollar. And although that's a nice thought, it's completely wrong. Not true. So today, right now, I will show you with real up-to-date data so you can stop waiting for a crash that won't come. This is the truth about the baby boomer housing crash and why it won't happen. Okay, so the myth is basically this. The myth says that millions of homes will hit the market all at once, crashing prices and making homes affordable for everybody. But housing markets, as we all know, do not work that way. And the data proves it. Okay, so here's what's actually happening. 75% of boomers want to age in place, according to the AARP report. Now, this is a report that was done in December of 2024. Majority of adults 50 plus want to age in place, but policies and communities must catch up. AARP's National 2024 Home and Community Preferences Survey reveals that a strong majority of adults aged 50 and older, 75% amongst them, wish to remain in their current home as they age, and 73% hope to stay in their communities, significantly higher than younger adults aged 18 to 49, 60% and 63% respectively. But existing housing policies and community infrastructure are not keeping pace with the increasing need. What this obviously means is they do not want to sell, so their homes are not becoming available. And because they're not selling, because they're not becoming available, more homes are being inherited. They're being passed down to their family members, reducing inventory turnover. And the US is still about 3.7 million homes short of what's considered an average inventory or a stabilized market. 3.7 million homes short, even if every boomer home were to hit the market today. Now, according to Freddie Mac, this was an article that was from November of 2024 on housing supply, still undersupplied by millions of units. If you look right here in the spotlight, we provide an updated estimate of the housing supply shortage relative to long-run housing demand. In our last published estimate from May 2021, we estimated that the US housing shortage was 3.8 million units as of quarter 4 in 2020. And our updated estimate based on data through quarter 3 of 2024 is the US housing shortage has declined slightly to 3.7 million units. And that's not a big decline. And also that Millennial and Gen Z demand still remains high. According to this article from urban.org, we have, if you see in the second sentence right here, home prices and rents have gone up substantially over the past few years. Several factors have been blamed for these increases, but none of them fundamentally alters the supply-demand balance. Lower mortgage costs may entice the marginal renter to become a homeowner, but it does not change the supply-demand balance. Developers who build high-end housing are not driving up home prices, they are creating additional units, which allows for filtering. The only solution to the supply shortage is more supply. The US needs a coherent federal policy to produce this. Although the lack of political will at the local level has contributed to driving up costs, these local policies can be countered by more aggressive federal policies. And as it says, home prices and rents are largely determined by housing demand versus supply. So the bottom line is this: if every boomer handed over their house tomorrow, we'd still be millions of homes short, and prices aren't going back to the 80s. Ask your parents, ask your grandparents what interest rates were like back then. You don't want to deal with any of that. So what should you do instead? Instead of keeping all of these fears in your mind thinking that this is what's going to happen in the future, what should you actually do? You should do this. Stop waiting for a mythical house crash and instead get pre-approved. Understand your local market. Work with someone who knows how to navigate this competitive market to your advantage. You can still buy a home in this market, but waiting for prices to tank is not the right move. So if you found this myth-busting breakdown helpful, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe, drop a comment with any other myths that you may need to be addressed. And you know what we do? We'll get to the bottom of that shit. This is your boy Evan, Go for Poco, your mail carrier turned real estate agent right here in Arizona. And I'm here to help you make informed, confident moves in real estate. See you in the next video. Let's go.